Hi everyone, this is Laurel with Guided by Love, and I'm still going through throat activation cleansing. It's better than the last time, so if I am clearing my throat, I apologize. But we have the Mermaids and Dolphins deck here, Oracle deck, and I was guided to pick a card for the Intuitive Soul tip of the day. So this is Yes, the Yes card. And it is, about your intuition is correct. Take action accordingly. So, this tip, I love it. It makes me laugh because I'm remembering the steps. Um, I think we are all born with an intuition and, that sixth sense. But I think about the times when, I wasn't necessarily on the journey yet, and I had this sense of intuition. And it's, we all have that. And I just heard this story. Sorry. I just heard this story about a school bus driver who was she was waiting, by her bus, and she saw this little boy like take off, and he was running down the hill, she said, and he was sobbing and, running away from school, sobbing. And she saw him, there was a lake, and she saw him unhitch the gate on the lake, by the lake. And he went through the gate, and her heart, she said, her heart just sank. And she took off after him. And, she didn't know this little boy at all, and she didn't know how to swim. And this lady, I'm just getting angel bumps, this lady followed her intuition, knowing that if she didn't intervene, he was going to die. So, sure enough, the little boy got in the lake, and this lady, she, grabbed him, or talked him come out of the lake. And the boy was saved, but he was soaking wet. She was wet. She didn't know how to swim, but had she not intervened, the little boy got in deep water, and he didn't know how to swim either. And he was struggling when she got down to the lake. So she helped him out, but if she wouldn't have intervened, used her intuition, um, you know, she saved his life. And, the kids are honoring her now as a hero. And she followed her intuition. And so, at times I'm just getting angel bumps. This can be such a huge change in your life, and impact other people's lives in such a big way when you follow your guidance and your intuition. So I really love this card, and it was no happenstance I saw that story right before I got on. But this is learning. The journey is about learning to trust ourselves again, and in trusting ourselves and our intuition, our gifts, as we learn to trust others. And this is, through steps of healing and peeling back layers, we find more of our gifts to share. And, it's a process of, um, testing those gifts out, when you get information, okay, take action on it. It's a yes, yeah, you're right. Go for it. And um, this leads to a start of a spirit led life. When you follow your intuition like that, you're allowing spirit to lead your life, just like with the lady. She was just a normal day, and boom, Kanani, she, intervened with her intuition and saved a boy's life. That's no small feat in the saved a soul, no small feat in the spiritual realm, and this was a special needs little boy. So I hope this helps. I love you guys all so much. Namaste.